Hello students, am I audible? Hello. Hello students, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
According to the schedule, today I will explain the third lab program. Also, before that, I will explain the some important concept. What is lambda? In Python, we are saying this is a keyword or anonymous function. What is anonymous function? Is my screen viewable? Can you see the screen, laptop screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Generally, you know that how to define the function. You take any language. How to define the function? Return type, function name, arguments, and block of the function. This is the way to define the function. Here in Python also we can do here using the def keyword. Def, see before that, write a Python program. Write a Python program to find the square of a number. This is the question. See here, see using function, just write using function. Using function. Def is a keyword to define the function. It is a rule in a Python. Def, and the function name, it should be relevant to the function definition. Function definition is has to find the square of a number. SQ square of a colon, and directly I will write return a into a into a. This returns the square of a number, and we need to call the function. So for that, SQUARE square, or s equal to, just to write s is equal to square of whatever 3. Then we need to print this one. Print. Yes. Then you save this one. Yes. 2.py. See, I written a one function which finds the square of a number. Finds the square of a number. See, if I run this, it will give you the, what is the output?
9.
9. Okay, just check it out. See here, we'll get the 9. See here. Here, what is the function name? Function name is square. Understood? Function name is what? Square. So, is it possible to define a function without name of the function? Yes, it is possible. That is what the anonymous function, or one more name is one more concept is that nameless function. Nameless function. See how to do that one. See, that is what here. See here, lambda is a keyword in Python. Lambda, it takes any number of parameters, and it has a one expression. Here expression is a into a into a. Then here print, that you have to assign with the yes is equal to. So here print of s of 4, s of 4, s of 4. See here, these two lines also finds the, or just you do one thing, pass the 3. Square of a number, square of a number. See, the output is the, for these lines, the, here the printf is displays the square of 3 is 9. This is also displays the square of 3 is 9. Just check it out. And here, just run this one. Here, 9, 9. We got the 9, 9. See here. Does this function has a name like square? Anybody? Here. Hello. This 2 line. Is it has any function name? Hello. Anybody?
No, sir.
No, no.
No, sir.
Oh, so that is what nameless function is called anonymous function. How to define that? Using the lambda keyword. Lambda keyword is, see, one more, I will explain this one. It has any number of parameters. See, say for example here, I will change the square to sum. Sum a comma b comma c. This function here it returns a plus b plus c plus c. Okay, and here we have to pass the 3 arguments, 3 comma 4 comma 5. See this here sum. Don't consider this one now. See, sum of, write a Python program to find the sum of 3 integer numbers, whatever you may say that one. See here. Don't worry. See, what is the output of this code?
12.
Yeah, 12 is the output. Just check it out. See, output is 12. Fine. See, same thing using a anonymous function, lambda function, s is equal to lambda. Here it takes the any number of arguments, a comma b comma c colon, but it must have only one expression, that is see here, a plus b plus c. It is a one expression. It is one expression. So, and see, and print s of 2 comma 2 comma 2. See, what is the output of the second printf?
6.
6. Good. See, just check it out. See here, 6 is the output. See here, again I am saying that in Python we can write the function without name. That is called as anonymous function, nameless function, using the lambda keyword, which takes the any number of arguments. See, previously it takes one argument, now it's taking 3 arguments, a comma b comma c. Previously expression is only one, that is a into a. Now also it is expression is only one, but the logic is a plus b plus c is only one expression. Understood what is the anonymous function or lambda function or nameless function? Everybody
Yes, sir.
understood this one? Okay, good, good. Fine. This is the anonymous function in Python. See, in the same editor, I will write some cloning explanation of before explaining the third lab program, cloning. Listen carefully, it's a very important concept. See how to define the list. List LST1 is equal to, using the square bracket, 1 comma 2 comma 3. Now I am explaining the what is cloning in list types. Okay, print of LST1. What is the output? Output is 1 2 3 in a square brackets. Here 1 2 3 in a square bracket. See, it is a mutable. See, LS2 is equal to LST1. Here in the second line, what I am doing here, I am assigning the one list into another list. Is it possible? Possible in list. See. And also I am printing a print of LST2. What is the output? Anybody?
One, two, three.
Square bracket 1 2 3 and one more square bracket 1 2 3. These are the output, because I am saying it is possible. I am assigning the LST1 equal to LST2. So here both LST1 and LST2 two lists are referring the same memory, which has the values 1 2 3. Understood? Both are referring. See, I will run this program. See, both see, this is a LST1 and LST2 two lists, because I assigned the LST1 to LST2, LST1 to LST2. So both are referring the same memory. If I add, see, LST dot append, using append method we can add. I am adding the one more element here, and one more meaning of cloning is duplicates. It's duplicates. See, and now I am printing here print LST1. What is the output of third printf?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1 2 3 4. Okay, good. 1 2 3 4. Fine. See, I am saying you that both LST1 and LST2 are referring the same memory. Now I am printing print LST2. See, what is the output of fourth printf statement?
1 2 3 4.
Because it is also referring the same memory. See, but in a string and in tuple, these are the immutable. So sometimes we will get the unpredictable values. So for that we have a cloning. So how to do that when cloning? See here. See, I will run this one. See, both are the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. See here, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, both LST1 and LST2. Okay, now I will do one more. I will create one more list. LST3 is equal to LST1, and here of colon. Okay, I will explain only this much. If square bracket colon and ending square bracket means it takes the all values from the list. all values from the list. Now, what are the values of this is a slicing, we can say cloning and slicing. See, it doesn't have a starting value and ending value, only colon is there. It means that it takes all the values from the list 1 and assigning to the list 2. See, then if I print LST3, what is the output?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Again, it is because I am saying you that it is also all the values, but it makes the another memory, but it makes the another memory, not the same. It is not here. Again, it is a wait. Follow the class carefully. What is the wait, one more. I forgot what is the file name. Yes, no. File name is yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the file name I given?
Yes, .python.
s2.py.
Okay, fine. Here LST1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, and LST2 is equal to LST1 and print LST1 print LST2. You don't worry, directly what I will do, LST3. I will skip the append part. Okay, fine. I will do that also. LST1 dot append of 4 print LST1 print LST2 LST3 is equal to LST1 of colon print LST3. LST इतना था, LST2. Okay, the output is here. First LST1 is 1, 2, 3. LST2 is 1, 2, 3. Again, I added one number, that is LST1 also 1, 2, 3, 4. LST2 also 1, 2, 3, 4. And in LST3, what I am doing here, I am cloning, means I am duplicating the LST3 by doing this slicing. By doing this slicing. But LST3 has a different memory. It has a 4 values 1, 2, 3 p 4. See what I will do. I will append the LST3 dot append 5. Print LST1, print LST2, print LST3. I am saying that the LST3 has a different memory location. So now what is the output of the last 3 printf statements? Any idea? Anybody?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All. These are last 3 printf statements.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. Both LST1 and LST2 have the same memory. It means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
So LST3 has a different memory location. So I added one more element to LST3 here. So it doesn't affect to the both LST1 and LST2. So that is why it is a, we can say it is a cloning. See, just run this program. See here. See last 3, just check this one. Only the where it changed in LST3, it's changed. Understood this one cloning? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it is very nice and very important concepts, anonymous function and cloning, and these are very easy. You don't worry. See, now I will explain the list comprehension. So the third lab program. So it is.
So yesterday you told that you explain once again those last points that you have covered too
See,
fast.
that is what the lambda function you I explained the first node lambda function.
After lambda, sir, and in that program, what you have explained yesterday, that is lambda functions program, how the comparison takes place to find the largest number.
Okay. Do you know the mathematical functions? Already
Yes,
these
sir.
mathematical functions are defined. Say for example, I was trying to explain that time was over. So fine. See here, to find the SQRT and the square root of a number, we are using the SQRT function in data structure in C. You know that one. And even in
Yes,
Java,
sir.
we know the SQRT function. Using SQRT function, we are passing only the values. It returns what? It returns
Yes, sir.
square root of the number.
Sir.
Have you written the any the definition? We are using the mathematics. Like that, we have the max function and min function in Python. So only we have to how to pass the arguments. That's we have to know. Just we pass the values and max function returns the maximum value. That's all. Understood?
Sir.
You don't
Yes, sir.
worry.
Okay, sir.
That's the only thing. We don't need to worry anything. Just we have to think how to pass the arguments. That's all. I thought you were confusion with the lambda functions. Yeah, okay,
Yes,
fine. Anyhow, we will explain in the offline also thoroughly. Right now, you don't worry. If you understood little bit also, it is okay.
Okay.
Okay. Can I go forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. The third lab program is list comprehension. List comprehension means that, just see, first I will explain what exactly list comprehension. You know that what is a list? It is a collection of heterogeneous data. It is a list. operation on these list elements is called list comprehensions. Say for example, a list of if I refer previous examples, list 1, 2, 3. So to multiply all the elements by 2 means 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. See, we are multiplying the entire list by 2. So that is what we can say list comprehension. Some operations on list, that is called as a list comprehensions. See, I will explain the syntax. See here, what is the syntax? The syntax is very simple. First, we have to write the expression. Then after that, for loop. Maybe may not be according to the operation. We have to write the for loop. 0 or more than one for loop. We have to write. Item is the iteratable variable on the looping statement in list. So if any condition, then we have to write the condition. Right now you don't worry. Just I will go to the one example. See here, Python program to create a simple list using list comprehensions. See here, x is equal to I is what? It is a expression. And for I in range of 10. Range is a function which has the integer sequence. It has the integer sequence. Hello? 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 Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. See, in this range function, it has the numbers. It prints the numbers from 0 to 9. It starts from 0 to 9. By default, it takes the 0 to 9. So it prints the 0 to 9 sequence. Right now, you know this one. Right now you don't worry about this one. See, just go through the second concept. See here. Now you will get it. See what I am doing here. We are finding the square of the each elements of the list. See, list starts with a square bracket. This is a square bracket. Here, this is the this program, Python program to create a list square using list comprehensions. Squares is equal to brackets x star 2 means that it is a x raised to 2, that is it finds the square of a number. For loop x in range of 10, it means that every number is finds the or multiplies by 2. It finds a square, not multiply, it's a squares the each elements. Then what is the output of this squares? Here the first one is the expression, then for loop x in range of 10. See, it prints all the squares of a numbers, squares of a elements. Any idea from your side? See, now the in range 0 to 9. So in the squares, because of this expressions, each element evaluates as a square. So what is the sequence? We will get it. Any idea? Students? Okay. Otherwise, I will execute this one separately. Okay, anybody tell what is the output? Hello. Okay, fine. Okay, I will execute this one. See here, the sequence has a 0 to 9 numbers. Don't consider this one. See here, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is
36.
49, 64, 81. This is called as a least comprehensive. It means that operation on least by the expression. The syntax is expression, then after that for loop, and this is we are using the range function. This range function has a values from 0 to 9. So have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
In the same, what I will do, I will multiply the each number. Now tell me what is the output. It is not a squares. It is a multiplication of 2. Each number multiplied by 2. What is the output? Any idea? Students? What is the output?
0, 2, 4, 6.
Yes, 0 to, sorry, 0 to 4. Okay.
2, 4, 6.
Okay. Should be like. See here, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Now it is a multiplications using a least comprehension. So this is the third lab program. Tomorrow I will explain the third lab program. See, not only the squares and multiplications, so many things we have to do. See here, Python program to multiply every part of a list by 3 and assign it to a new list, and it creates the new list. And one more here, see here, see, this is very important. I will execute this also. See now. See here, Python program to show the filter letter of each word and make a list out of it. Means that we have to take only the filter letter from this first letter T. From E is first letter I. From A it's only one letter, we have to take one. See how to do that one. See here. This is the list. That is the list of words. This is the list. It contains all the string as a values, each item. So here items equal to word of 0. Word of 0, what it does, it takes the first first character of each element, and from this list of words, then we are printing the items. What is the output? What is the output of this printf statement? It takes only the first character of each string.
TIALOW.
Yes, good, very good. See, just check it out. See, TIAR, see whatever LOW. Understood? Okay, program to convert lowercase to uppercase letter from the list. See, one more. Here we have a function. We have to use these functions. And see here first P Q R. See what is the output of right now. You don't worry about the functions and how to do. What it does, it converts the lowercase to uppercase, uppercase to lowercase. Output is ABC in small letter, PQ are in capital.
Capital.
Yes.